I want you all to look at the grays on my hat. Check it out. Okay, now, I'm originally a native of Chicago. And that is something that I need to talk about here. And see all this gray? This means that I've been in Chicago on the south side all my life, except for the 6 years out here in Kankakee County. And this is Women's History Month, March, right? You all do not see the discrimination against women in the city of Chicago. Remember the first mayoral candidate, remember Mary Jane Burns? She's not the first mayoral candidate, but she was the first female mayor in Chicago, and she didn't win the second re-election. Lori Lightfoot ran the second time, didn't win. Carol Mosley Brown ran and didn't win. Chicago just does not want a female mayor. They just don't want. Look at that. They don't. They split the vote. Normally, when they split the vote against a man, he normally is victorious and he comes in on top. Normally. But what happened was, every time a woman is in office, she's faced with these issues that she isn't really familiar with, but she's worked in the government, in the town government somewhere, or somewhere in the Congress. Okay? But in Chicago, they just don't want a female mayor. That's just it. That's discriminatory. And then you got to look at how many people actually went out and voted. Look at the vote count. Nobody. There are millions of people in Chicago, and you got the 1,000 counts. No millions. So when you don't vote, and you're black and you're Latino, and you don't vote, and knowing that your vote is discriminated against anyway, especially if you're a female, guess what you have done? You have ruined the chances of you ever becoming the mayor. Or being re-elected yourself if that's something you want to do. They were successful against Mary Jane Burns. They were successful against their Lightfoot, splitting the vote. Splitting the vote only causes a defeat. Now Brandon Johnson and Vallas is running against the joke. So now the women have to throw their votes behind one of these guys. You know, and you all not even registered and not even come out to vote. But yeah, you want rural housing, Section 8. You want this, you want that. I want this, I want that. But you discriminate against the very thing that can bring you salvation. You understand? Mary was scared when she had Jesus. Okay? Understand that in Women's History Month today, Chicago is discriminatory against women. Always have been, always will be. Vallas talks about Officer Friendly. I remember Officer Friendly. They used to give me coloring books and was a beat cop in Inglewood and Gage Park, and they reconstructed everything, and then it became Officer, I Hate You All. So, who you say you're going to protect, Vallas? Well, Johnson Education, right? Okay, let me take you two gentlemen something. We used to could not keep the books in our school because we have to give the books back to the Latino kids, and we used to get the books from the white kids, and I write in the books. They used to circulate the books in District 299. Oh yeah, I'm a Chicago kid. Yes, I am. Chicago neighborhood kid. Grew up on 13th Street, 13th to Washburn. So I was 6 years old. Then we moved up in Gage Park. Then it became Inglewood because they remapped it so they could put the people, the projects in there because they was busting them in. All right. So let me just be real clear. You guys are discriminatory against women. Chicago always have been, always will be. Now put that in your history banks. All right?